Sure, reporting for duty.
Hello, folks. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Friday night. Hey, Barrick. Hey, Tritosi. Hey, Kay. Hydration, hydration. Bot's finally triggered now, I think. I have to wait for the dang bot every single time. Like, I give it a bunch of time, and it still the more time I give it, the more time it takes as well, unfortunately. What you gonna do? That was the bot, right? I'm assuming that was the bot. It was the bot, okay. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's had a pretty good week. And now we're gonna go ahead and carry on with some Pathfinder. Send help, carrying my friend through WoW's World of Warship's battles is breaking my back. What are you in at the moment? What are you in at the moment? Okay, this is actually set up correctly, hurrah. And sound is coming through. Brilliant. That's exactly what I want to hear. For a brief moment there, I was looking, and I thought this spelled out something. This feels like it could spell out something, though. If that was an O, Onl Skull. This feels like maybe, like, it feels like this could be interesting if it spelled out something. You got a tier 1 T5, 1 T3, oof. Just the gym stuff in my back is also hurties. Oh. Just ended a battle with double the base experience with the second player in our team. Nice. Well carried. Very well carried. Right, so let's carry on from where we stopped last time. Which was, we just got back to the Defender's Heart, and lots of people had leveled up. A lot of people had leveled up. And, so I spent like a lot of time this week, because I wasn't sure what to do with Darren. I spent a lot of time earlier this week basically theory crafting everyone I currently have in my party. I haven't done anyone else, but everyone who's currently in my party I currently theory crafted to high levels. I'm not necessarily going to obey that theory crafting, but it's enough of a change that I kind of want to go through and do some respecking while I've got a moment. I think, let me just check first of all, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Hang on, let's do this one by one. I'm fairly certain I was okay. I re-examined my build. Okay, we're still solidly more chaotic, but still kind of good. We've gone very chaotic rather than good, but we're still solidly in chaotic good, which is where we want to be. Right. Level 1, it's fine. Yep, stress is right. Persuasive is correct. Spell pen, greater spell pen, fire's fury. Yep, okay, so I'm currently doing okay. That's not, I don't need to change myself. Seela, I am going to change Seela. For reasons, I am going to change Seela around. Seela's getting changed. Mainly because I also want to change the pet. So because I want to change Ayomine, I need to change Seela. Camellia's getting changed as well. I'm not entirely sure. Intimidating display has no purpose in this build, so that needs to get removed. And weapon focus. Yeah, okay, mainly that needs to change. Other than that, we're fine. Wendu's okay. Wendu's okay. Wendu doesn't need changing. Wendu's change is a bit more drastic. Basically, either nothing changes for Wendu, or I change her class entirely. So I haven't quite decided. Because if I change her class entirely, we lose Shadow Striker. Also pointed out, I realized that when Shadow Striker actually gets big enough to mount, I'm not sure if she wants to mount it, specifically because she's got ranged weapons, and I don't think it'll be beneficial to her to be mounting a melee pet whilst wielding a ranged weapon. I don't think that works out well. I don't think that works out well, so we might have to wait a little bit longer for that to happen. Woljif is okay as well. Nenio. It's fine. I mean, I don't know. I think I did a different thing here, but we can just basically the feat that I was going to get there, I can just get there and say, okay, that doesn't need to change. And Ember, I think, is fine as well. Wait a second, did I not? Holy shit, did I actually not? I didn't theory craft Ember shit. Ember's fine, Ember's fine. Ember's completely, totally okay. Ember's not a problem. And Darren will need a change, I think. Darren will get a change. Does it need a change? The only thing I would change Darren for that one time for that one spell I mischose, because I didn't need to grab I didn't need to pick up the cure wound spell. That's the only thing that would maybe require changing. But now is the time for anything, if we're going to do anything. So let's go ahead and do this. Like I said, we have the ability. We can rebuild them. We have the respec-ability. Okay, so if we're rebuilding from scratch, all you need to do is 2 levels anyway. So in here, charisma, your skills are... So Nenio and Ember are our Arcana builders. We don't need to worry about that for you. It's a class skill, but you haven't got the stats for it, really. You got your charisma base, so persuasion is kind of a key thing for you. You take persuasion, but you're never going to really use it. I don't think you ever really use it. I think your skills are mostly irrelevant because Arcana will be Nenio and Ember. Knowledge World, I guess it could be you. It could be you. So we'll take that. We'll take that. And you know, fine, do these as well. You're not going to be as good at them as others are, but it's something, I guess. It's the only other thing you can really be good at. You're not really for skills here. You're here for everything else. Your skills aren't important. And we don't need to pick up Cure Moderate Wounds because you get that automatically. It doesn't say that here, unfortunately, but you do get that automatically because you're an Oracle. Oracles automatically get all the Cure spells. So we need to worry about that. So we're going to grab for you at level 1 spell, the level 2 spell, we're going to grab... You can grab Communal Protection from Alignment. It's a good one to grab. Or, alternatively, Hold Person. You know, let's grab Communal Protection from Alignment, because we find enough evil things that being able to go Communal Protection from Evil just works better. Deflection bonus to AC doesn't stack with Rings of Protection, but it's fine, it's a +2.
Reporting for duty.
Hey, Wolf! And, bonus to saves will always be helpful, so we're going to grab that. And also protects from attempts to dominate and charm the subject. Fair enough, then that's a word for you. Good. That was just your rebuild, and now your chapter, your level 5. Keep the skills the same. Spell penetration. You're going to need, like, there's so much requirement for spell penetration, we do kind of need to have it here. And a level 1 spell, we're going to pick up from level 1. You can pick up, which you have level 1 already. You already got Bless. You like wounds, yes. So you can pick up Magic Weapon to make things weapon, or you can also get Unbreakable Heart to help with mind affecting effects, because not only does it do it, also suppresses the effect for the duration of the spell. So not only does it make them have a chance of resisting them, but also if they are currently affected by confusion or crushing despair or rage or fear, it suppresses it for the effect of the spell. And a lot of people have got it, so you're gonna be a buffer, aren't you? I'm definitely building you to be a buffer, so maybe Magic Weapon. It's not as good as Greater Magic Weapon. We're going to be picking that up probably as well. But until then, it might be helpful. Wonder how it works. Hang on, what's the function of that? I wonder if how do we choose which weapon? Does it just buff all their weapons? I don't know. We'll find out. And level 2 spell for you. Now you can get Hold Person, which is why you need to have things like spell penetration, so they can get through the spell resistances. Although Hold Person, people don't usually have spell resistance, because it's going to be demons, and Hold Person won't work against demons. In which case... Align Weapon as well, maybe? Align Weapon? Or do you want to have some Bone Shaker? Bone Shaker to do damage. It does untyped damage, and has to go through their spell resistance. And Nenio can't. You know what? We're going to take Bone Shaker. We're going to take Bone Shaker, so just so you have a spell that can actually do damage. There you go, you're kind of done. Right, you're done. So Dayron's clear. Darren's clear, Nenio's clear, Ember's clear, Woljif is clear, Wendu is clear. It's mainly Sela and Camellia who need rebuild, a bit of a rebuild at the moment. So I'll go for Sela first. Sela, level 2 was okay. So you are going to be one of the people who can do knowledge world well. You're going to need mobility at some point, I think, for dodge. And what are you going to be good at? In persuasion, because it's interesting because actually Sela's got. Because when I was going ahead, I was trying to theory craft these, and basically I was doing them by basically trying to build the character, in like character creation. Because there's one of the campaigns. If you go for the Inevitable Excess DLC, if you build a character for that campaign, you start at level 20, so you basically get to go through the entire leveling process immediately. So you can't actually build some characters. Some characters are actually unbuildable because they have too many attribute points. We work on a 25 point buy system. A point buy system with 25 points. Sela requires 28 points to build. I think Wendu requires 32 points to build. Also, Wendu has a race that you can't pick. Wendu and Lan are both of a race that you cannot pick. You cannot choose to be a Mongrelman when you create your player character in this game, which is very interesting because the Mongrelmen have a really good stat distribution. They're the only race that have +2 strength, +2 dex, and a -2 to charisma, which is crazy. I mean, that's really strong. A +2 to strength and dex, that's really good. So you're going to go for world, because you're not going to be the best at world, but you're going to be one of the better ones at it. Nenio is still going to be our skill machine, because Nenio is a wizard, so she gets all the skills. Persuasion? Again, I don't think you need persuasion. Darren has the highest persuasion, followed by Ember. Like, Ember is actually better at persuasion than I am. So what else can we give you? Nature? Nenio's at 9, Wendu's at 9. Religion, Ember's at 9 as well. Sela's at 8. Oh, Sela was at 8. Well, we can work on that, I suppose. We can work on getting that up to full. I think that was something else I was considering, wasn't it? It was like something else I was considering doing was making, because I'm not sure if I'm going to have Woljif on the team all the time as well, and putting Wendu's points into stealth was something I was considering. Right, level 3. Let's go for level 3 knowledge world, and I should put 2 points into religion here. Let's build that religion up. Let's build the religion up. For you, mobility, we'll put a point later on, because now we're just catching up to points at the moment. Now, your first thing is not going to be weapon focus, actually. It's going to be actual lay on hands. So you can lay on hands an additional 2 times per day. I just remember one of my last Pathfinder campaigns. I never actually played the tabletop Pathfinder, and I'm also going to get Mercy fatigued. And level 4. This is the interesting one, right? We're going to go Dex. We're actually going to buff her Dex. We're going to, over the course of her 20 levels, she's going to get 3 points into Dex to take it up to 16, and a couple points into Strength. But they're going to get the Dex to 16 first, because a +3 in Dex can actually work well with a lot of armors. Made a Caligny Dark Kineticist. Caligny? Is it Italian? Caligny. So bam, bam, mobility. Again, I don't think you need. No, actually, that's a lie. You do need mobility because you have a mount. You unavoidably have a mount. Dark folk. There's your spells. There's your channeling. Because it also uses the lay on hands thing, so it actually works with that as well. And your level 5 is going to be bam, 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 and mounted combat. Animal companion, horse. Right, that's you leveled up. We have to recreate Iomine, but we will do that in due course. And next is Camellia. We'll talk to him about. We'll talk to him about what's the name? Sure enough. So right here. So You got Trickery, and you're basically Trickery as well. Because you actually have skill focus Trickery because you're half elf. Your half elf skill focus is Trickery, and because you're courtier as well. So you're actually naturally predisposed to be Trickery. We're gonna go straight into Ice Plant first of all, because the build I was thinking of was like intimidating display, and then later goes on to getting shattered defenses and stuff like that. That was the original idea, but I changed my mind. Void Kineticist. Void Kineticist is one of the ones that isn't in this game, I believe. Because there's loads of builds that aren't in the game. I mean, the Kineticist can only pick from 4 elements in this game. However, there's like loads more elements in the actual pen and paper. Yeah, Gravity Blasts, Negative Energy Blasts, Ether Blasts as well, I think you can have one of the elements you can pick up. So Ice Plant. Spirit Hunter 3, and that comes... You've got the wisdom for it as well. Right, so now you're going to get weapon focus. You have weapon finesse already. Now you're going to get weapon focus rapiers. If they try to conclude your task, yeah, there are so many. I mean, they've done a lot. They've done 25 base classes, plus a bunch more prestige classes. I currently have some base classes locked out because I can't be a druid because I'm not neutral. I can't be a monk because I'm not lawful. Can't be a paladin because I'm not lawful good. Those are the only base classes I can't be. Also, this is Camellia. But yeah, there you go. Spirit Hunter level 4. Dex, obviously. You actually manage to put all your points into Dex because you start with an odd number, so you can put 5 points into Dex and get base Dex 24. Yeah, there was just to get around that, but they are here, and while they are here, they are silly, but I will allow it. I mean, you can mod it out. You can 100% mod it out. You can completely mod out those things. Hey, Shogun. And this was a hex I didn't know what to pick. I knew I wasn't going to take Intimidity Display, so I have no idea what to pick for this specific one. But what we might do is take Slumber, because it's always helpful. Mainly because it's basically sleep, but can affect any hit dice versus creatures. Basically a single sleep spell versus a single target, but affects anybody. And we've gotten quite a few coup de grace with Slumber things. It's that famous Charsitor. Yes, the one who's doing tournaments at the moment. And last level is Fencing Grace, because of course it's Fencing Grace. You need to be able to start doing damage with that rapier of yours. And that's you done. No. I'm still in the vocal minority calling for the SS run. I know, there isn't vocal minority asking for it. I don't think it's happening. Like, I dipped my toes into the SS to cast tournaments. Oh, we currently lost Finny in the Talking Weapon because you reclassed. I'll have to re-equip that with you. Anyway, so I'm going to have a look at Wendu again. I don't need to rebuild Wendu this way. I don't need to do it. But the thing is, right, my thing with Wendu is that I kind of want to go... There's Demon Slayer Ranger, which would be cool to have as a Ranger class. Weirdly, I am even seeing a lot of Star Sector people on one of those games. Which one? I mean, I don't know if you're doing a bit now or if I just missed something. So there's... Have a brief look. Oh, Cosmeteer. Right. Yeah, Cosmeteer. You know, I might go have another look at it just because it's been a while, and they seem to have added way more from when I last played it. So it might be worth having a look. Get your own thing. Fair enough. All right. Aye. Okay. Cool. Sure. So yeah, the choice is between Demon Slayer Ranger, or I go Spawn Slayer Slayer. The reason I would go Spawn Slayer Slayer is a bunch of extra Slayer talents for basically loads of feats that would make dual wielding a lot easier. B, studied target, so extra damage and attack roll stuff, and also a bunch of sneak attack, loads more sneak attack. And Spawn Slayer basically is is specifically there to attack large creatures. They gain bonuses versus things that are large or larger. And considering a lot of demons you fight, and the big scary things tend to be quite big, Spawn Slayer tends to be quite good. However, if we go Spawn Slayer, we lose the cat. Which is the only if. So I might... Brother, Reloaded, hello! Reloaded, I missed your I think I might have missed your cheering yesterday. I do apologize. Thank you so much for the cheers from yesterday. I'm surprised you haven't looked at the RimWorld DLC stuff. The last DLC I played for RimWorld was the Imperial something one. The last one I played was the Imperial something. So they've added like one or two since. They've added one since then, maybe. You responded, no worries. I was so hectic. I think I looked at my event list this morning and I was like, oh, Reloaded gave me 1,000 bits. Thank you so much. I wasn't sure if I'd said anything. I'm glad I did. I'm glad my reflexes kicked in and I thanked you. There's an awful lot of cool stuff. Yeah, it's biotech, isn't it, the most recent one? I mean, I do like RimWorld. I mean, no thing at all. I like RimWorld, so I might have to give it another look. You really digging it? Yeah, Star Sector is a fun game. Star Sector is a fun game. I've played a lot of it in my past. Star Sector is arguably how I got started with making content. I did like years where I pretty much only did Star Sector, or Star Sector was a huge part of my content. So I don't do it so much these days, but it's still nice to dip my toe into the community by casting tournaments, because it's really fun. Yeah, so the choice here is either I go stay with the Ranger, or I go Spawn Slayer. Now, what that's going to do is... Before I forget my point is, I might wait on the respec and see what happens when the cat gets big enough. Because if the cat gets big enough and I can still ride it in melee with a ranged character on the back, then it's fine. I'm okay sticking with Demon Slayer. If that's not the case, I might swap to the Slayer. Because there's no point having a giant cat if you can't ride it, right? Started how I met Nemo and he's regretted it ever since. Yeah, it was true. We met in a tournament, I think, didn't we? We met during a tournament, pretty much. Is there anything else I've forgotten here? I think we're all clear. Everyone else is mostly okay. Oh yeah, I need to do Yomine. Yomine. You missed it as we were told to cold cast. Yeah, so Nemo, this is a guy called Fallen Shogun. Want to cast with him? Like, I guess so. Yeah, so we had Racer before, and I'm gonna switch to Bulwark. So I kind of want to go tanky here. We lose evasion, sure, I know, but we have plans upon plans upon plans upon plans. Right, so that our first feat will be dodge, and oh Christ, I forgot what the. I rolled a date for you, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, let's re-roll a new birthday for you. December, or Cathona 2nd. Oh. Roll a couple of dice there real fast. Done. Where are we going? I don't know. It's been a while since we went anywhere together. Sturdy. Yeah, you get some damage reduction and some basic barding proficiencies. Now we get to do a bunch of leveling up for you, right? Yeah, now you get to level up a bunch. So Bulwark, level 2, nothing really happens, get some points there. Bulwark, level 3. You get, now you get combat mobility to give you more armor class when you're moving out of a range of a threatened area, so you can move out of that threatened area a lot easier. Level 4, you pick up a singular point of intelligence, because intelligence 3 is a requirement for a lot of feats. And level 5, you pick up toughness to get more health. Bam. Let's go for a rest now, and then we can carry on. I think we don't need to talk with anyone at the moment, right? Do you have anything? Oh, hang on. Quickly just check, because I think people got stripped of all their gear. No, you're fine. They did get stripped of their gear. Okay, so Sela, take Abrupt Force and the Heavy Shield. And you are using Adamantine Full Plates, which at the moment kind of lets you have a little bit of AC, but as we get better and better and better, we'll have more and more and more. Whereas that's fine with you, right? I don't think there's anything else that specifically dropped here. Type in something more, that's fine. Then you are gonna take Lady Calandra's chain shirt. Absolutely possibly you grab that. And you grab that. And you grab oh, Finian. Yeah, Finian, hi. Finian, the rapier. There you go. And let's have a chat with Finian. Oh yeah, we've done talk with you. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk to what's his face about Finian, because there's an option there to ask about Finian. Do you know anything about a Pathfinder named Finian Dismar? Let me think. Dismar. I've definitely heard the name before. Of course you have. I'm a Pathfinder too. So you're the chief in these lands now? What about Lady Ori? When I left for the wound, she had just taken up the position. Hilor examines the talking weapon and chuckles sadly. I'm afraid Ori perished during the Third Crusade. Yes, now I remember. Finian Dismar went missing in the wound at the end of the Second Crusade. His name has been on the list of the fallen for a while. Here I am, alive and well. Write in your list that I am back, and soon I'll file a detailed report about everything that happened to me. I knew it was a misunderstanding, but now everything will return to normal. I need to write to my folks. They probably think I'm dead too. Poor lad. But such is the fate of a Pathfinder. We face the unknown. Sometimes the unknown wins, and our mind cannot take it. And you can talk... Oh yeah, because we read about Hilor defeating the Spinner of Nightmare, or failing to defeat the Spinner of Nightmare, so you can ask him about that too. It all began with a task of the Pathfinder Society. I arrived in Nerosian with my team to investigate the sudden death of a famous crusader, Baron Falren. We soon focused in on a small hospital for the wealthy, where Falren was being treated shortly before his death. It turned out that a gang of Baphomet's cultists, calling themselves the Labyrinth of Mind, had gotten a foothold at the hospital. They were obsessed with twisting the minds of their victims, and targeted fragile people too weak to resist. The hospital was filled with perfect victims, isolated for weeks from the outside world, completely helpless, and when they returned, they were different, almost normal. But the moment they heard a certain phrase, something dark awoke in their mind, and they transformed into servants of Baphomet, ready to lie, betray, and even kill. The Labyrinth of Mind was preparing to infiltrate all of the elite circles in Mendev, but Baron Falren stopped them. He was too loyal to his oath, and too resistant to their spells. He fought for his freedom until the strain broke his heart. He opened and cleared the city of Baphomet's pit of vipers. Their den was a cradle of sin and filth. They cast spells on each other, and their loathsome fantasies stepped real from their minds into the world. They dreamt of horrible and forbidden things, and they fought like mad. We burnt the place to the ground and slaughtered everyone we could. The leaders of the cult were able to flee, and they were set upon revenge. They abducted my daughter, Lori, who served under my command in the Pathfinder Society. They left me a note full of tart insults, mockery, and sneers. From that note I learned the name of my enemy, the Spinner of Nightmares. A few months later I confirmed that she was the leader of the Labyrinth of Mind. My hunt had begun. I would get Lori back at any cost. And apparently that's the end of that story. I guess it's still ongoing. So yes, let's go have a rest. Oh, before we have a rest, remember, you're fine. That's fine, yep. Yep, that's fine. You don't need to worry about that. You are okay with that too, yep. You have got a singular spell, that's fine. Right, your spells. Okay. Have some cure. No, don't take. What can you have here? Take a bless. And another cure light wounds. And your level 2 spells will be bold strength for that slot. A couple of cure wounds there. And Bark Skin enhances natural armor. Which is a huge. It's a big buff. It's a +2 to anyone's AC pretty much, because natural armor does scale. You can't cast it on, I think, Dayrun, but other than that, I think they're pretty much okay. Hey, Aaronwin. Okay, and then your level 3 spells as well. So you have Magical Vestment, which is the only thing you can get there. You get a Cure Serious Wounds, and Resist Energy Communal. Maybe? Maybe. I might have to mess around with that. Or we can go Stinking Cloud, Delay Poison Communal, if we really have to.
Sure, reporting for duty.
Hypernova and McSky. Hello. Bu- 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 Let's pick. Nature Ally 3 is Natural Leopard, 1d3 Natural Frogs, or 1d4 plus 1 Natural Mites. You're going to go into combat, so Cold Lightning is not relevant for you. You can pick Remove Disease, Remove Blindness and stuff when we need to. Let's take a second Cure Wounds. And you have the one thing that's in. I think everyone's ready, right? Everyone's got their spells prepared. I need to have them. Yeah, okay, good. Have a quick rest then. Is the difference between natural armor and armor? Natural armor would be like your skin or like your scales and stuff. So natural armor actually stacks with regular armor. It's as if you have like a scaly skin or a bark skin and wear armor on top of that, they stack. So I think it's relevant for. Does anyone? You got persuasion skill checks. You've got natural armor, right? Yes, you do. So if I gave you armor as well, natural armor stacks with armor. It's a different kind of buff entirely. I mean, no one else is using it. Might as well. You can take that. Neutral. I love using neutral evil as well. Now, do you have anything to give to this bunch? Ooh, hang on. Good point. Lose that because we can do this. Yumane, here. Take that and have additional natural armor. You have natural armor usual. You have an increased bonus because you're an animal companion, and the enhancement of the natural armor plus dodge bonus, plus a dexterity bonus, and at some point we'll get you some barding as well. Animals can have helmets, barding, not all armors, but barding. They can have cloaks, they can use belts, they can use certain gloves and certain bracers as well, which is very interesting. Right, okay, resting time. Scroll of Shield, okay. Nenio, scroll me. We can make a Scroll of Shield, we can make a... Scroll of Shield is not a bad scroll to make. Scroll of Mage Armor. We have some more Bezoars now. Because if you have a Scroll of Mage Armor, it saves the Mage Armor slot for something else. Although, don't... I think the Nenio... Later in the game, Nenio will also get Brew Potion, I think. It's not... in my Nenio build, it's not going to turn up for a while yet, but it is turning up in my Nenio build. We also downgrade the class. Because we're currently building it at class level 5, so you can downgrade it to class level 1. I think it makes it slightly easier to cast. But the material stuff is the same, so it's might as well make it the highest possible level. Hang on, we have a what? Is that a... What's that 2 for? You could do scrolls of mirror image and stuff like that as well. If we got the correct scriber's kit. The DCs aren't difficult either. The DCs are all the same. The DC is based on the caster level, not on the scroll itself. So even the highest level... Actually, the highest level scrolls you can make is like levels 5 or level 6, so that the DC is only going to get to about... If the cast levels... Yeah, it's going to be cast level, so it's going to be 10 plus... So yeah, if you're making a cast level 20, it'll still only be DC 30, at which point you'll be able to beat easily. Make a scroll of mage armor. Make a scroll of mage armor. Who's gonna cook? Darren, you can cook. Darren, you can cook with some support. Remember, make it 100% chance for you to succeed there. There's no potion to be crafted today. The only person who can craft potions is you, but I mean, really, you can? Oh yes, you do. You do know a certain number of. Although you have literally no points in any of the lore skills, knowledge world skills to be able to do this. Your knowledge world is appallingly bad. So you have this. You for some reason you got the brew potions at level 1. Like that wasn't my choice. You came with brew potions, and there's no reason for you to have that. Yeah, that'll do.
You live for pleasure. Come to me, golden boy, and you will be like putty in my hands, and never desire another.
You haven't named the price of this temptation, but I suspect it's too high, even for me.
Oop. Oh, hang on. I forgot to do a thing. I guess I wish I could kept the music. There you go. Well, I was tabbed out, but I need to actually do the my tags. Back seating, debatable, and spoiler free chat. Put those there as my tags. Right. So what do you actually have to do now? We gotta talk to Woljif here. We got to talk to Urbeth. We have to go to Gwyrm's family mansion with Camelia. Okay.
So exciting!
And there's a couple more things for us to explore as well, so let's find... Oh, Woljif is in here, right? So let's go talk to Woljif. Since we're here, might as well have a chat. The entire stream's a spoiler to me, breaking the rules.
Look, Chief, I got something to show
Spoiler-free chat!
Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
The stream, not spoiler-free stream, spoiler-free chat. There you go. Turns out Woljif had the Moon of the Abyss the entire time. Did you really have the amulet this whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
You've been searched by guards. How did you manage to hide the amulet?
Thieves have their ways.
So you did betray the thieflings.
Oof, that cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Remind me, why is this important again?
Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to fence it anyway.
Why, she asks. It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My mom was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
This has been here the entire time, so I'm assuming this doesn't actually progress the conversation. This is just another angle. Why didn't you give the amulet to Charisme right away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
Risking everything for some shiny trinket.
This isn't just some shiny trinket. First, maybe some rich person's just dying to buy it. We need to put out some feelers and see if anyone's in the market. Second, maybe it'll come in handy. And besides, I spent so many years looking at it. I imagine things like, what if my grandfather left something else and my grandma spent that too? Maybe I could have had my own barony already if things had turned out differently. Or got some decent education in the capital. They're all just dreams, but the moon is right here. You've got to hold on to what's yours, Chief.
You deceived the people who considered you a friend. That's not the way you treat your friends. Not gonna steal from me, are you?
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove...
Did I play a complete Kingmaker? I have played Kingmaker, I never finished it. I'm watching currently Barrick's playthrough whenever Barrick plays it.
Sister Charisme
Barrick's
used
gotten
to say
farther
that
than I
us
ever got.
tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and I mean, we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
On those rare occasions where Barrick gets enough sleep, he streams it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hopefully you slept well yesterday, Barrick. Let's see. Show me what you can get using your thiefling connections. Right. Shop time. Sell a couple of weapons off to you. Ever-burning torch, light crossbow, and shortbow. What do I've got here? What do you actually have? You got poisonous dart. Woke up at 4:30 this morning. I haven't been back to bed since. I thought I saw you like awake all day. I was wondering, but so far so good. The gnome hooked hammer of discipline. Deals additional damage to chaotic creatures, would be relevant. Airstock of Purity deals an additional 1d3 positive energy damage on a hit. No one can. Airstocks, unfortunately, are exotic weapons, so no one can actually use them. Exotic Dwarven Urgosh as well. Does +1 damage against +1 attack rolls versus magical beasts. Wand of Grease has 10 charges. Wand of Sleep has 31 charges, but it's sleep. Sleep is pointless. Sleep is a really bad spell. Wand of Ray of Sickening, Scroll of Doom, Scroll of Twisted Touch, a Cold Iron Star Knife +1. A Cold Iron Enhancement 1 Star Knife. Unfortunately, you can't throw Star Knives in this game. Star Knives are not a throwable weapon. All this basically is a different form of dagger, which is a shame. Princess lockpicks and some holy water. So nothing of interest, but there it is. I'll sell you some stuff. And I'm just going to go quickly drop some stuff off the personal chest. Well, let's see what's in the personal chest. Then we'll go carry on, got stuff to do. Right, so what do we actually have here? Let's drop off the Crypt Raider's armor, and Radiance we'll keep with us because it's actually vaguely plot relevant. I think we have to keep it around for us, for specific things to happen over the time anyway. Why would you have star knives if you can't throw it? Because unfortunately, they were. I think it's a coding issue. In the same reason you can't use throwing axes in melee. Things are either you can't use javelins in melee either. I think javelins are only no. You can't throw javelins either. I think javelins are only melee weapons. It's like, I don't think this game can do a weapon that you can both use in melee and attack with at range. You can only do one or the other. And frankly, given the fact that daggers exist, I would have argued that maybe star knives would have been more interesting to have as a throwable weapon, but it is not the case. I was trying to think of something I actually might require. I don't remember what it was. I didn't actually say it out loud, which is annoying, because if I said it out loud, someone could have reminded me what I said. Something I was thinking about picking up for somebody, and I don't know what it was and for whom. We've got the kinetic diadem, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Armors. If you go for, you can get things like breastplate, for example, which eventually can do some like really interesting things with allowing you to have that max dexterity bonus. Or mithril adamantine plates and stuff like. Oh, mithril plating can let you have your dexterity bonuses as well. Armor visions, living ram, armor plate, full plate. We shield with the armor +1. Nah. It'll come back to me at some point, I'm sure. Right, let's make a move. There's still things for us to do here. There's so many games where failed companies own them that have thrown weapons. They could have just ripped it. I was thinking of making my next Kingmaker character a javelin thrower. Oh yes, let's see if we can find out right now. I'm fairly certain. I know that javelin's only one or the other. The weapons. Yeah, javelin. Javelin is classed as a... Okay, so you can only use it as a thrown weapon. You cannot use it in melee. They are only javelin. They're only throwables. You can only use them in melee. So you can only use them as ranged. You should be able to stab with them in melee as well. And star knives are kind of the reverse. You can only use them in melee. I think light hammers are technically throwable in D&D, I think. What else we got here? Sling staff is it's technically a thrown weapon, but it's not really a thrown weapon, is it? It's a sling. And throwing axes again, only range. They're only a ranged weapon. You cannot use them in close combat. What was it? I was thinking of something. I can't remember what the hell I was thinking of. Never mind. Let's go and carry on. Will this be my party going forward? For now? Like, Nenio is not that useful at the moment. Only level 3 spells makes her a little bit better, but not at the moment, not that interested in you. Later on, yes. Not right now. Darren, possibly. I need Camellia with us. We need Camellia with us, and you're a tank. I could probably try to remove you from here for the time being. You don't actually get anything right now, although you do come with Shadow Striker, which might be relevant. What are you currently running? If I took Darren with us, what would we actually do with Darren? Because Darren's basically just casting all the time right now. Darren can do nothing other than really cast. And you've got 5 Bone Shakers. That's pretty much it. Offensively, you can cast like Divine Zap, but you've got 5 Bone Shakers. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I think at the moment we'll take the party as is. At least like Ember can like Evil Eye and Vulnerability Curse things as we go. So we have 3 more locations to visit before we. We gotta go here and do a lot of planning with Erebeth, but we got plenty of time before that, and we've still got to go to Gorham's Mansion, Topaz Solutions, and Turbid Residence, and that specifically requires Camellia over there. And I think these all go via the same-ish path. So let's do Gorham's Mansion. And hang on, rest real fast. Make sure we got camouflage, the correct camouflage there. We do. Seela has a free spell slot? She does? Did not give you your spells. God damn it, Seela. I didn't, obviously. Veil of Positive Energy. Under the effect, you gain a +2 sticker bonus to AC and +2 sticker bonus on saves. Only apply on attacks created by undead creatures. Interesting. You can dismiss this spell before its normal duration as a swift action on your turn to deal a number of damage points equal to your level to all undead creatures within 5 feet of you. Interesting. That's an interesting spell. It's a sacred bonus to AC. Sacred bonuses aren't very common, so they'll stack with pretty much anything we've got. Veil of Heaven works against evil, which is currently better, way better than anything else. And it will stack with everything else happening. Specifically outsiders with the evil subtype. Specifically outside of the evil subtype, which is basically demons and devils. So I was slightly concerned because evil characters would actually affect would affect Dayron and Wendu. You can't friendly fire with this, which is interesting. But challenge evil is also not a bad one either, because again, it kind of forces them to attack you whenever they don't attack you. Basically, it's an interesting taunt to have. Get a couple of taunts. I'm not going to have them right now because I screwed up. But let's go. Gorham Mansion. 3 hours, making sure that you were on stealth duty. And earning experience by fighting isn't that relevant at the moment, but let's get our eye in. It's been a week. Make sure we still know how this game works. Seela?
Rely on me.
I've got to redo this entire thing, haven't I? Yes, I do. Put that over there. Fighting defensively, you keep that turned on. I'm gonna keep those there. You're not really gonna use those much. You're gonna ride Yomine. That's what I was gonna see. I was gonna see if I could find barding. That's what I was looking for. Everything else is fine. You
Trust me.
Yeah, because I rebuilt you, I've got to basically redo this. You get charged there. Slumber. You're... that's what? Keen. Frost. Electric. One of these is Ghost Touch. Ghost Touch, isn't it? Ghost Touch. There. You get to keep Battle Spirit here. Your spells cast can just be down here. And if you ever want to use Battle Spirit as well. But yep, that's fine. You you're fine. You didn't get rebuilt, so you're okay. You're currently doing Bewildering Injury, and you've currently got Disrupt Undead up there. Funny. Ember,
We'll make things right.
you're fine, right? Yeah, you're fine. You got some spells here as well. But, Okay, we're doing that, fine. So you're there, fine. You
I
are...
heed the voice of the spirit.
No reason to pause.
What's on your mind?
Don't mind me.
Turn that on.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Right, everyone's got pets, everyone's ready. In which case, let's get some buff. Is my buff setup correct? You remember that, good. Bull strength is a short buff. It currently only lasts a minute per level. Enlarged person is a short buff on you. Bless is a short buff as well. I mean, if you need short buffs, you could cast short buff on you as a short buff. Magic Vestment increases the enhancement bonus of specific things. Cat's Grace would be a short buff on you. Not that short, but it's still short enough. At this level. Bark Skin would be a... It's 10 minutes per level, so it's not that bad. It's 50 minutes, basically. It's not normal, but it's not necessarily short either. But unimportant then, shall we? And that's an extra 2 to your natural armor, Sela. Sense Vitals is short, extremely short, in fact. You can also go to consumables, items, abilities, spells. Abilities. What is that? What is that ability, I wonder? Don't know what that ability is. Not a clue. I was thinking it was going to be Light of the Angels, but it's not Light of the Angels. It's something I don't know what that is. It's something that you've got. What is it?
Adventures are exciting.
Kinetic Blade. Empowered. Tiger's currently active. Let's pop a single Searing Flesh. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, yes, because I want to do this. I want to do that. There you go. The mage armor's turned up.
I won't let
Oh,
you
look,
hurt
it's
my
a...
friends.
It's a shear. Singular shear. Which you're kind of surprised, I think. You can see invisible. That's interesting to know. I'm going to delay you until after Ember. Because Ember can use the invulnerability curse. You can't do that, I'm fairly certain. I tell a lie, you can do that. You just put the shear to sleep. Oh well. Shadow Striker. Can you coup de grace? Technically you can. Yomine. Move up there. And just wait. Honestly, just wait the turn. We don't need anything else now. You're still sleeping. Now you can do this, right? I think. That worked. Okay, so you can slumber the demons. Intriguing. Certain demons. They have to be vulnerable to slumber, but it's very good to know. I think slumber has the 24-hour effect as well, where if you resist it, if you resist it or don't resist it, you're immune for 24 hours from the slumber from that. I'm not sure if it's slumber in general or slumber from that specific person. Okay, we'll go there first because it's a short line, but we'll go there afterwards. I think that's only going to be like a... That's not going to be a location we go into. That's going to be something where we just get reagents. Okay. Horgus Gurm, hello. I've brought a horse into your house. Ah, there you are, at last. You certainly took your time. I thought perhaps you got lost on the way here. I was already regretting not drawing you a map. Horgus's relief is palpable even through his grousing. Arrogant noble. It's a tragedy to see one's house in such a sorry state. And I always had a few guards in my service, you know. I hope those blockheads died honorably and didn't simply flee at the first sign of danger. Horgus turns toward the corridor with a pensive expression on his face. My manor, you see, contains several items that are of great value to me. I wish to retrieve them before they are discovered by my fellow citizens, who in the current chaos seem to have taken to thieving and marauding like ducks to water. So here's what I want you to do. Take a stroll through my house, peek into rooms, and if you find anyone, kill them on the spot. That'll teach any other opportunities to stay away from Horgus Worm's manor. And while I was there, standing here by the entrance, I could clearly hear the sound of someone rooting around inside. Any possessions of mine you find in there you can keep. It's all as good as lost to me anyway. When you're sure the house is empty, give me a signal from my study window, wave a torch around or something like that. You can decide when you get there. This should be good. I'm always up for poking around a fancy manor. What are these valuable items that they're worth risking your life by going back into the manor? Never you mind. I'm paying you to clear out the ruffians inside, not to ask questions. In any case, you will learn what this is all about just as soon as you clear the way to my study for me, so restrain your curiosity for now. You're sad about your things. Because of them, you want us to kill people. Don't lecture me about right and wrong. If it gives you some comfort, let me assure you that marauders are not innocent little lambs, far from it. They would gladly kill you to get their hands on my possessions, mark my words. You're not coming in with me? The very notion. You think I hire guards to do my bidding just so I can put myself in danger along with them? No, no, no. I've already taken my fair share of risk already today. But all the same, you took the risk of coming here even though you were well aware of the danger. What is it that draws you here so strongly, like a moth to flame? Camellia, that's enough. Oh, it seems I hit a sore spot. She quickly covers the smile that flit across her face. Alright. Well, get on with it. Or are you waiting for a special order? I shall await your signal. And good luck in there, I suppose. Right, let's go clear out Horgus Gurm's mansion. Let's start with the door over here. Whoa, 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 easy. God damn, girl. Whoa, hang on, don't go over there. Does this game have alignment lock on chat options? No, it doesn't lock you, but if you can choose anything you want to, but it moves your location. So if you start off as chaotic good, but start picking a lot of evil options, you'll drop down to chaotic neutral and then to chaotic evil. If you start picking a lot of lawful options, you'll start moving towards lawful. If you are a lawful good paladin and you start doing a lot of chaotic things, you'll leave your lawful goodness, become neutral good, and then lose all your paladin powers. Because you become... I guess it's not really a fallen paladin at that point. I guess they still call it a fallen paladin, but it's kind of weird to fall a paladin because you stop being... Like, fallen paladins usually because they go down here, not because they go over here. Regardless.
This is my time to shine.
Because I couldn't tell people to F off. Could you not? I thought you could. And you could... It gives you, like, evil
Our
points.
special agents have gained information
I'm
about
pretty sure you
something
could-
that could change the
Hey,
history
Kenny.
of humanity.
Kenny, didn't you just do that, like, on Wednesday? I swear you did that on Wednesday. What the fuck? You did a mod to... Really? Oh. There are a few. Come to think of it... Oh, you left the remainder message for a month. Fair enough. So come to think of it, I think there are certain choices you can only make in Kingmaker that I'm aware of if you're a certain alignment. There is a slight alignment lock in Kingmaker. There are certain things you can only do if you're specific alignments, but most of the time it's fine, I think. I think you can tell someone to fuck off. You can't, for example, choose to wipe out all the... Like, I think, for example, in the early game in Pathfinder, you have to be chaotic neutral, or you have to be chaotic to be able to keep both the mites and the kobolds alive in the Great Tree, I think. Only a lawful person can save Captain Jackass and Priest Dumbass. Who's Captain Jackass? Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't recall bumping into anything like that I have played a little bit of this game before. I haven't gotten very far, but I have played that, and I don't recall bumping up against something like that before. I may be wrong. I don't recall bumping up against that. It's
I am helpful, am I not?
yes, Camila, you are.
Exciting!
Ooh, loot central. Loot, please. Sickle. Sickle of Falter. Whenever the sickle lands on an enemy, the target must pass a reflex saving throw or become staggered for 1 round. DC 11. But it's technically a light blade. I think it's acting. +7, +7. There you go. You use the Claw of Ditska on one hand and the Sickle of Falter on the other because they're both light blades. Do you have finesse training? Finesse training daggers. Oh, okay. It makes your. You don't add +5 to your damage. You're adding +0 plus. Yeah, so it lowers the damage of that considerably. But a lot of your damage comes from. What's the name anyway? From your sneak attacks anyway, so I'm actually okay with that. Because it gives people more chance to roll saving throws, and rolling saving throws is very important. And you got that as well now. Whenever they fail a fortitude saving throw, they become stunned. Whenever they fail a reflex saving throw, they become staggered. Make them roll dice. If they roll dice, there's a 5% chance it triggers no matter what. Chains, handcuffs, shackles, a collection of to rival of prisons. A set of collars of various sizes. A box filled with a variety of whips and floggers. Whoa, 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 whoa. Argus, what are you getting up to in here? What exactly are you getting up to in here? Because damn, I don't think you're arresting people. That's a first aid kit. Rice, milk, cheese, butter. Ooh. Alright, calm down. You can't charge all the way over there. Let's get inside first. Let's see what happens if you go inside. Because the cabin isn't until all the way down there. Okay, there's an Ebercandula over there as well. Okay, noted. Can you cast anything from range? You should be able to. No, you moved too far. Damn. Ember. Vulnerability curse there. You failed the saving throw, so that's going to be very beneficial to us. Get in there, please. Thank you. Hamida, you should be able to charge this guy, right? Yeah, you go. Charge him. And Chandra. Hello. Move over here. And regular. Oh. No, we can do straight up extended range without even having to gather power now. No, we do need to gather power. Damn it. Yeah, okay. We'll do it next turn.
The light. Take you.
Nice. I think, yeah, you actually rolled the saving throw against Abrupt Force, but you died before it was actually relevant. And Shadow Trickster, you actually have the speed to get in there. You currently can't do the damage, I think. So we're actually not going to send you in there, because if you go in there, trouble will happen. Woldriff.
Cover me, all right?
Oh, sneak attack. With Claw's Jitska. And you are also, you're now, what you call it? You got Bewildering Injury, so that lowers your AC by 2, right? Yeah, that lowers your AC by 2. So your AC is now really low. Ember, just use your Evil Eye. Hang on, has that lowered it? Has that lowered it even further? Your touch AC is now 6. Everyone and their mom can hit you right
I'll
now.
cut you wide open. Away, you rascal.
40 damage! Yes! That wasn't even a critical. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I rolled 20. I rolled really well. I rolled 22 and 4d6. That's essentially 6655 or 6664. Damn. Very good. Very enjoyable. Okay. Cambion. Loot some stuff, please. Loot all the things. Loot all the fish. The tainted fowl, the mutated fish. The recipe for onion soup. Recipe for onion soup, please. Ah, now it's properly on fire now. Is this impossible rolling on my behalf, right? They don't show me about onion soup recipes, I know about them. Right, loot door over there, good. And now this would be going back this way. So we're actually going to be entering this room from the wrong side, from the other side. Is the cat not in a good position? Well, the cat isn't actually placed anywhere. There you go, cat.
With grace.
Now we're back over here. That's a big door over there. We'll wait for that. Ooh, hello. I saw someone. That is a Baphomet cultist.
We will win this war.
Yomine? Charge! Will it charge trigger? There's a Cambion in there as well. Welcome to death, population U. Cambion over there. Shadow Striker. Move up. Ember. Move up. Me, move up as well. I'm overloaded. Ah, the armor's caused... I'm overloaded. I'm actually slightly overloaded now. Huh. Well, I'm only getting 2 armor from leather armor, so I can actually replace that with that's a mage armor. If you're mounted on a horse, which token information is being used? I think it's the character. I think the character gets used, not the horse. Right, interestingly, I don't think you can do much damage because you missed. Ember. Vulnerability curse.
Into the fray.
There you go. That's more like me rolling. Right. Can you? You can.
Your time is over.
Empowered is going to make my life a lot easier. That was one shot, basically. Yeah, okay. A lot of stuff to loot here. A lot of books that need looting. Which means I need to read these books. Damn it. Right. So on the nature of divine. The Cooking Elements of the Inner Sea by Jubilos Narthropple. 2 copies of them. Damn. Ah, Jubilos Narthropple. Fairy Tales of Avestan. Notes of a Traveling Priest. I wonder if this is enough to actually get the thing to trigger. Prodigal Sons. Which I knew. If I knew which books gave me buffs, I knew if I could just right-click on them there, do I have to go through the menu to do it? Right. Adventures of a Fearless Crusader. Do that. Scroll of Doom. I have here Shadows of Absalom and 1000 Revolutions. Dulos certainly is a character. Crusades as seen by ordinary folk. Hang on, let me quickly check something. Can I find out if there's a book that actually I get from this? The important books guide. Is there any important book I can actually grab here? So that I know. Okay, none of the books I get here are important. It's just like I know
It's
it's gonna be
my
relevant or
time
not.
to shine.
Do it the long way and reload than doing the fast way. Nah, possibly, but
How cute!
okay, we've got. That's the big door over there. A heavy blunt object was clearly used to try to break down the door. The lock is broken, the door cannot be opened. The door to the garden is blocked. Currently opening it is currently impossible. A very tiny room, that.
I'm sure they mean us no harm, right?
Right, what do we got here? The Cambions rolled super duper low.
You offend me.
Not quite a kill.
The spirits demand your blood.
Voljev, can you charge? No, you cannot. I gotta remember it. Actually need to remember to
I'll hit you.
Sela? Wendu.
I'll rip you apart.
Grab those. Loot this stuff. Open that chest, please.
I hope you appreciate this.
A shirt. Silver robe. Grants +1 bonus to all saving throws versus fear effects. Oh, that goes into that slot. It's a separate slot entirely. Let's remove the armor, because you were kind of... That is way too heavy for you. That weighs 15, that weighs 20. That weighs 30, yeah, so there's no way you can wield those. Even that was too much for you. Now your AC is low. But now what we can do is you can cast mage armor there. Which
Is there trouble?
works, because now your AC is now 19. Okay, done. Was there a door I missed? There's a door over here, okay. Oh man. You were using a sword. A basic scimitar.
With grace?
One of the things I learned this week is that studded leather armor is a weird thing, because there is no historical precedent for studded leather armor, and studded leather armor doesn't work. Putting studs in your leather armor makes it weaker, not better. Studded leather armor was invented by Gary Gygax, basically, and people think that he was looking at brigandine armor and basically thought that it was basically studs on leather and made studded leather armor.
Is that a trap?
Which is interesting.
It might
I
be
did
a
not know that.
trap.
Oh, hello. Woljif! Crikey,
Fine.
it looks nice. Yeah, sure, I mean, again, it's one of those things that it's interesting as a rule of cool situation where, but a lot of weapons were made from, a lot of weapons in D&D and stuff like that were derived from historical weapons. Weird historical weapons, but from historical weapons nonetheless. Specifically, studded leather armor doesn't work, doesn't exist. If anything, studded leather armor should be worse than regular leather armor, because poking holes in your armor. Sophisticated instruments of torture. The purpose of this can only be guessed at. Dude, you got a sex dungeon in here, Horgus. God damn. We're going to go upstairs. I think we've cleared. Wow, we left loot behind. Damn. I'm feeling bad now. Some artificial flowers. And a bunch of books. Secret Overlords, Essence of World Order, and Battle and Value of Fire. Boop. And boop. Right. Loot where? What loot? I can loot something invisible. Thanks, I guess. And that chest over there. Wow, I completely missed that chest. Is that everything? That is everything, so... This door is unopenable. I didn't see any failed perception checks either. Right. Let's expand, look around the actual hallways first. Hi.
The world is full of wonder.
Down you go. I miss perception checks in this game constantly.
You won't stop us.
That lowers your AC. Window. Can you actually get close enough to be able to?
They'll beg me to stop.
Oh, it's.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Also, it's really fun because you can actually do that with when you're on a horse in a surprise round. The horse spends its action moving, which leaves the rider free to attack in a surprise round, which is really fun. Because you shouldn't be able to move, unless you're charging, you shouldn't be able to move and attack in a surprise round. But the horse uses its action to move, and the rider can attack. There's more stuff to attack? Clearly. There's a Cambion Ranger somewhere. Shadow Striker. In this room, I would maybe guess? Are you in there? When do you get in there? Oh, wow. You were totally hidden. Didn't see you at all.
The light take you.
Well played. Did not see you at all. There you go. I just realized how what I wrote can be interpreted. I was stating that I missed things in this video game. Yeah. That's what I understood. I interpreted that as you meant it. As basically, whilst playing this game, I miss my real life perception checks to notice things in this game. That's what I interpreted this as. So I think I got the correct interpretation.
Stand down.
Where is this thing? Where is this? There's a...
Into the fray.
There's a Cambion somewhere.
Distract them from me. Time to share your treasures.
You must have been invisible. There must have been no other way for you to do that.
Surrender or else.
It's not as if we failed a perception check. You were just there, so you must have been invisible. Which means, hang on. Sin Frenzy. Every Cambion carries an excessive capacity of one of its classical 7 sins, determined at the moment of his Cambion's birth and depending on the nature of his humanoid parent's greatest sin. Once per day, for a number of rounds equal to his hit dice, a Cambion can embrace his sin and enter a frenzy state as a free action. While a Cambion is in his frenzy, his land speed increases by 10 feet and he gains a +1 bonus to say attack. Reflexes and attack rolls, and Wrath. When they are in a sin frenzy, Cambion ranges with Savage Hatred. When they are in a sin frenzy, their favorite enemy bonus increased by 2. Your favorite enemy humans. Conveniently. No, you don't have invisibility. Were you just hidden? You didn't even get a roll to reveal you. I mean, well done. They attack with... Any weapons they attack with are treated as if they had the improved critical feat. Noted. Ember...
Too late for apologies.
Too late to apologize.
I'll rip you apart!
Right. Remove that. Get in there, and you can now just attack.
Away, you rascal!
Did you take a point of burn for that? Yeah, we did. Damn. Oh well. One thing I do is want to test at some point, because we now have the elemental overflow thing. So do I need to check what happens if I get to max? I'm currently at max burn. Which means I've only got.
No time for idling.
I've only got 18 hit points at the moment. We're currently working off 18 hit points right now. Which means I am a very much glass cannon, but I want to see how much damage I actually do with those attacks now.
Now what is that?
That is a painting on the wall. Let's get a heal up done, shall we?
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Yes.
Every time I sing that smirk, it's good. Scroll of Displacement, and Scroll of Stone Skin, and Scroll of Remove Disease. Some good scrolls, actually. And Stone Skin's a fairly decent, it's a really good buff, basically. Subject gains damage resistance 10 adamantine, ignores the first 10 points of damage each time it takes damage from a weapon, although an adamantine weapon overcomes the reduction. Once the spell has prevented 10 points per cast level 7, it is discharged. So it's basically, you get damage reduction of 70, 10 at a time. And I think because it's a scroll, Nenio gets massive bonuses to it. Because Nenio, I think at some level gets like, if Nenio's cast level's higher than the cast level of the scroll, Nenio can use her caster level instead of the scroll's caster level. Which means that Nenio's caster all scrolls used by Nenio have Nenio's caster level. Scroll Remove Disease and Scroll of Displacement. As well grab a lot of them. Anything I've missed so far? No, thankfully. No doors I've missed so far. This is not a thing? Okay. Oh, there's a door over there. Derp. Is that a thing? Oh, it's a door. Never mind. Door over there as well. I'll need to loot those corpses. Right. This door is locked by some unusual magical means. There's no lock to be seen. We're going to go into that thing. We're definitely going to go into that thing. Open this door then.
So exciting!
Abracandalo. Abracandalo.
Adventures are exciting. Your time is over. The heartbeat quickens.
24 damage even with reduction. It's okay, let's have a check here. Okay, so with that point, we now have a +5 rather than a +3. So I'm trying to figure out if that's worth it. If getting all those levels of burn is useful for an extra +2 to damage. Or +3 because it's times 1.5.
I'll hit you.
AC's reduction.
They'll beg me
Hold one. You can't do anything from over there. Sela.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Second ever Candaloo over there. Oljif. Shadow Striker. Get over there. My Ember.
You won't stop us.
No save. Can you do a regular one? Even. And fine, I'll turn off that. There's still 15 damage. Wendu. Camellia. No, we can't hit
You are
that.
today's sacrifice.
The light, take you.
There you go. Right, let's turn on those again before I forget. Right. Ooh, Magic Essence, good. How are we on 3? We're on 3 Magic Essence. 2 more and I can get something.
With grace.
Scroll of Remove Fear, Scroll of Lesser Restoration.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Babao, Abracandaloo, and Cambion. Where's the Babao? Abracandaloo. Oh, they surprised us. The Babao is still hidden. Concerningly.
Go for their heart.
Ember. Vulnerability curse on you. Aha! There's the Babao. Damn, you just took down Shadow Striker.
Cover me, all right?
Good Chandra.
You offend me.
Rolled a 1. Yes, I did.
This cannot be happening.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, because, yeah, I had no health. You also critical hit me. Wendu. No, don't.
No match for me.
Yeah, my bad.
I'll cut you wide open. Surrender or else.
Yumane, finish it.
To the fray.
Keep attacking this guy. Woljif.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
They'll beg me to stop.
Right.
The spirits demand your blood.
Amber.
Too late for apologies.
That can't be a coincidence that
The inheritor, guide
that she
my
says that. It can't be a coincidence that she says that. It must be a reference to the song.
Distract them from me.
Okay, Babao's down.
I'll rip you apart.
Good. The danger has passed. Now you can signal
This is
from the
my
door.
time to shine.
The best part actually is I technically heal to full because I have HP spare. I have HP spare. I'm still I've lost my HP, but I'm still loaded up with non-lethal damage, so I've technically healed to quote-unquote full, which is amusing. Start looting. There's still lootable stuff here. Loot, loot, loot. There must be more lootable stuff in this room. Come on.
Might be trapped. Might be treasure.
Might be trapped, huh?
I am helpful. Am I
I was
not?
trapped. And we have here a short bow and some money and a counterfeit short bow of code. +1 bonus on attack rolls versus chaotic creatures.
How cute! Right there. Something?
How does that work?
See?
Because
Full of wonder.
Chandra's a kineticist and has taken a bunch of non-lethal damage because of her burn. Her max HP usually, like, this depiction of max of stuff is horrifically bad. Her max HP usually is 48, but she's taken 5 levels. So she's taken 6 points of burn. Every point of burn is your level worth of non-lethal damage. So she's taken non-lethal damage worth of 30. Which means, I think at the moment, we currently have 5 HP. 35 is our current HP minus 30 non-lethal. So we currently have 5 HP out of 18. But because this is expecting it to be 48, that bar is full. So technically we have 5 HP. So we currently have 35 HP. Our current actual HP is 35. But we're losing 30 of that to non-lethal damage. And out of a theoretical cap, including non-lethal damage of 18, like, this is really badly explained. Like, this is like the only problem I have with burn in this game, is the fact that this is a really bad way of showing how much HP you've got. So I'm fairly certain I can get a heal out. If I use a heal on... They won't even let me. They won't even let me get a heal off.
Well,
Really?
adventures are
You can
exciting.
trust me.
Yeah, you can't even get a heal off. You are definitely like... Oh, 'cause it's paused. That's why. Never mind, hang on. Let's unpause. Yeah, see, now it says 47 minus 30. So now we're at 17 out of 18 HP. Looks like fucking algebra, right? But yeah, this is basically... The number here is how much HP you've actually got, 47. How much non-lethal HP I've currently taken, which is 30, so 17, out of a current theoretical max HP that is currently taking non-lethal HP into account. So I've got 47 out of 48, currently taking 30 HP of non-lethal damage, which has left me with 17 out of 48 minus 30, which is 18. It's fucking stupid. When I played, I think, Temple of Elemental Evil is another game that actually allows for a lot of non-lethal damage play, because Temple of Elemental Evil has non-lethal damage as an effect. You can choose to deal non-lethal damage, much like you can in any game. And what it does there is basically it has non-lethal damage be a blue bar that fills up your HP bar. So as your HP goes down, non-lethal damage goes up. So if ever non-lethal damage equals your HP, you pass out, because that's what it does. That would be a much better way of doing this. This game, more than any other RPG I've played, had the ability to gaslight me, where I ask myself, am I just too dumb for this game? Ask myself too often. No. Like, certain things are like easier than you otherwise think. This is definitely stupid. This way of displaying HP is silly. Locked. Oh, did you fail to... Did you fail to... No.
What's on your mind?
Locked.
I wonder.
No one failed the check on that, right?
So exciting!
This is okay. Can't lockpick that open. I don't think I've seen any. Have I seen any way of opening that?
With grace?
Let's go full explore of all the rooms. Can't open that door.
Uh-huh.
There's no trigger in these rooms. No, okay. Anything back here? No, I think we've got everything, right? There's nothing. That's definitely a door. That's definitely a door. Or maybe it loops around here. Maybe there's a whole loop down here. I don't know. Anyway, let's go give Horgus the signal that everything's safe. They just passed. The mansion is clear. You're alive. Fine work. Just walk past this bloody bow on the floor. Okay, you are going for that. Okay. My secret door remains unopened. Fantastic. I wasn't too late. We did try very hard. Now, if you'll follow me, family secret's about to be revealed. It's so thrilling.
This is my
This is your character quest, so... Ooh, hang on. So, you went that way. We're gonna go this way, because... I'm gonna loot some things. Gonna loot the things.
I am helpful. Am
Ooh,
I
some
not?
a breastplate. Breastplate +1. That's just breastplate +1. 7 armor class with max 3 dex. That's actually better for you. Because you... No, it's exactly the same. It's functionally exactly the same, although it has less of an armor check penalty. Because you got 9 +1, and it's 7 +3. So what... You gain 3 on your armor check penalty, and you lose the damage resistance, right? That is damage resistance of 3 dash. I like the shoulder pads on that more. I guess I could use that for the I could use this armor and then transmog this plate onto it. Now that transmogging is a thing. Alright, fine. The painting depicts a thin blonde boy with sickly pale skin. The caption read, Horgus Worm, age 9. A happy family. Horgus, an unknown half-elf, and their dark-haired young daughter. The painting is captioned Horgus Worm, Iris, and Camellia. The paintings are right where I left them. Very good. Horgus Worm thanks you for your help. There's something off about the paintings in front of you. The blonde-haired boy in the Gwyrm family comments doesn't look like Horgus in the least. The family portrait depicts Horgus alongside an unknown half-elf woman and a little girl who bears a striking resemblance to Camellia. Who's that in the paintings, Horgus? So you've noticed. It seems no point in hiding it anymore. Horgus is silent for a few moments, then sighs and presses his lips into a hard line. You see, I have 2 secrets. Camellia is in fact my daughter, and I'm not the real Horgus Gwyrm. Camelia's your daughter? Yes. Legitimate, that is to say. She has resided in this house since birth. The staff thought she was a niece or the daughter of a friend who died in the Crusades. I never disabused them of their notions. Her mother, Iris, was of a half-elf of humble origins. She worked in the gardens here. I wanted to unite the Gwyrm family with another noble line. The Gwyrm name could not be permitted to mix with commoners and thereby plunge into insignificance. Iris did not protest, and we successfully hid our connection. And when Camellia was born, I did not claim her as my own. As far as Mendev knows, Camellia is the daughter of a Gwyrm family servant who died over 10 years ago. And before you start telling me what a terrible father I am, I want to tell you something. My daughter wanted for nothing. All her wills were fulfilled as quickly as they arose. I hired the best teachers and bought her the best books. She always ate well and had warm clothes. Isn't that what a parent does? You've discovered my terrible secret. Father cares so much about the Gwyrm name that he raised me in our mansion, hiding me away from the whole world. I'll always be grateful to my father for everything he's done for me, even if Mendev society disapproves of some of his decisions. Would it be insolent of me to beg for your discretion regarding what you know about us? You're not Horgus Gwyrm? My real name is Darian Witt. My parents were the servants of real Gwyrms at their mansion on the edge of Mendev. The Gwyrms were generous and noble, but short-sighted. They burned through much of their fortune on charity, but instead they should have taken better care of safeguarding the mansion. When I was 10 or so, I used to play in the garden with the real Horgus Gwyrm, who was just my age. I have no idea where the demons came from. Horgus ran to the mansion and I bolted in the opposite direction. He was captured and killed, and I wasn't. Crusaders came from the nearest city to aid us, but I was the only one who survived. They asked me my name, and I said I was Horgus Gwyrm. That's the whole story. Such a heart-wrenching tale. It never fails to bring tears to my eyes. You're in no position to judge me, Camellia. Horgus's hands curl into fists, but his voice sounds more tired than angry. You're right. I'm not. A golden opportunity fall right into your lap. There's nothing shameful about seizing your chance for a better life. Or, you were just a scared child. I have nothing but sympathy for you. Besides, your lights didn't hurt anyone. golden opportunity fall right into your lap. There's nothing shameful about seizing your chance for a better life. Do I have this right? The 3- means the 3 damage resistance doesn't have a way to be bypassed. Yes, 3- means there is nothing that will bypass that resistance. That resistance is there forever. Nothing will go through that. It's always a number followed by things that break that. And there is a certain hierarchy of certain things. Like, if it says cold iron, I think adamantane goes through cold iron and stuff like that. I believe there's like a hierarchy of resistance. Actually, no, that might be true in DD. I'm not sure that's true in Pathfinder. Sometimes it says like /good /cold iron /adamantine. It might be different. Anyway, chaotic. Exactly. I wish I had your luck. That was my thinking at first. But the years have given me a different view on things. It is difficult for me to speak openly about secrets which I've kept all these years. I have been hostage to them my entire life, strange as that sounds. I promise to keep your secret, Camellia. Please accept my humblest thanks. What's it like to live your whole life under someone else's name? When I was a boy, I used to hate Horgus. The condescension most of all. The pity on his face. His smile when he called me to join him in his games. The difference in our birthright wasn't fair. Envy clouded my mind. When the demons killed him and not me, I thought it was a gift of fate. I seized my good fortune with both hands and never let go. When I told them my name was Horgus Gwyrm, the only heir to the vast fortune of the Gwyrm family, on that day, life was fair. Unfortunately, it took me many years to see the generosity behind the condescension, and I feel the compassion behind the pity. I discovered far too late that Horgus was my friend, even when I didn't feel myself his. I never accepted the hand of friendship he offered until it was far too late. But what can I do? Reveal the truth, reject the name, and allow it to sink into oblivion? Would my friend Horgus want this? I bear the name of Horgus Gwyrm with the pride and dignity it deserves. As a banner on the battlefield, I will multiply its merits. The Gwyrm family will not be forgotten. It is strange that the things listed after the slash are the exceptions, not the things it works on. But that's what it is. If it lists no exceptions, then it's 3DR and it will reduce damage by 3 no matter what. Yeah. I still serve Horgus Gwyrm. Prepare to die, Horgus Gwyrm! Interestingly, Beric, I'm not sure if I've played it long enough, but I think in Pathfinder, in Kingmaker, this would automatically be an evil choice. But it's not necessarily an evil choice here, weirdly enough. It's just a choice. There's no inherent evilness attached to the attacking. I'm pretty sure in Kingmaker this will always be the evil choice. What are you planning to do now? Well, first and foremost, I shall reward you most handsomely for your help. And then, I shall burn these portraits. I have kept them all this time out of misplaced sentiment, but they serve no purpose now. My ravaged home will likely be picked to the bone and this secret room will inevitably be destroyed. I don't want these paintings to be seen by anyone else. I see. Well, you certainly earned your payment. Here, it was a pleasure doing business with you. Camellia, I can tell from your face that you enjoyed fighting the demons in this worthy party. I only ask one thing. Are you certain? Camellia doesn't answer, but looks at Horgus with a half-smile lingering on her lips. Well then, clearly I can no longer keep you safe. Our house is destroyed, our servants scattered or dead. Horgus stares into his daughter's face, as though he is seeking an answer to an unasked question. Then he turns his attention to you. But now, follow me. We will make sure that no one ever again discovers the secrets of Horgus Gwyrm. Yeah, I think that the lawful option was definitely to reveal that he was in fact not Horgus Gwyrm. Now, can I actually open that door? Horgus Gwyrm, you're still here. Hi, Horgus. Well, that's then. Thank you for your help, and farewell and watch over Camellia. Scorched frames and burnt canvases. No one will ever know what these paintings showed. Okay, you've already burnt them. Is there a way into this damn room? There's no lock to be seen. I swear there's a way into this room. There must be a way into this room. Because that specifically says there's no lock to be seen. Magical means. It doesn't say... Because downstairs they were like, oh yes, this door is blocked. This door will never open again. You can tell if the game is trying to angle you away from fucking up their writing when they call attacking someone chaotic evil, but sometimes entertainingly you will have the option with no alignment, and if you ask the person to explain, they'll tell you you misunderstood, and the attack option always comes back, but now it's evil. Oh, okay. I always kind of assume that if you pick the attack option, combat just starts and there's no turning back. I guess we can open that door. I swear, it feels like there should be a way to open that door. By the way, it's described that there should be a way to open that damn door.
With grace?
And I don't think I missed a single check here. I guess there isn't. There must be. I was gonna say that. I was wondering if this. There's stuff in the room. You can see there's things in the room. You can see that there's a bookcase over there. Locked by some unusual and magical means. Read what again? This? Yeah, this game has rotation in the camera. I think in Kingmaker you can do it via a mod, but in Kingmaker you can do it via a mod, but because it was never meant to be... okay, I'll go back in a second then. But in Kingmaker, because you were never allowed to rotate the camera, some models don't have art because it's only meant to be seen from one angle. Some things in Kingmaker haven't got the correct art or textures to be seen from the other side. There is a mod that unlocks the camera, however. I spoiled myself about the area, as I was convinced you missed the secret way into the rooms investigating. Oh, I'm sorry. Have I missed the secret way into the rooms? Ah, if you click attack, the combat starts and there's no turning back. Yeah, okay, cool. It's a return later to the area. Right, okay. I mean, I guess I should have figured this out. I guess I should have waited for that or expected to be different. Sorry you spoiled yourself on my account. I apologize. I mean, I feel bad now. Sorry. Because I'm not expecting to return to any of these areas. That's why. Sometimes if you're in a conversation, it'll give you the option to attack and not be evil, but if you don't click it and instead make them explain themselves... Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. I think I remember that. That happened with one of the things I saw you do. Where you had the attack option and it wasn't evil, but then you asked them about it and they were like, no, we're actually good, and then the attack option becomes evil. Yeah, I remember that. Anyway, let's go over there real fast. It took me 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to get from the Defender's Heart to Gorm's Mansion. It takes me 2 hours to do this. Christ. Because this is so slow. Because going through essentially rubble. Yeah, so an eye, some bone meal, some blood, and a Bezoar. Right, Topaz Solutions. We got these two, and once we're done with these two, we go back and we start planning our attack on the Grey Garrison. And how are we actually? We're still like 7, 5. 6,200 experience away from the next level, so. Scroll of Stunning Barrier.
Can we retreat already?
Oh! Oh, bugger it. Oh. Oh. Oh, that made me jump. That made me jump. Oh. That made me... I was like, oh, chest! Mimic did its job perfectly. The example I remember most clearly is the Fey mind controlling some loggers to fight some other loggers so her forest would get left alone. Then you show up and you attack immediately. You're in the clear, but if you ask her to explain it, it starts assigning alignments to combat options. Okay, let's learn about you, because you are a natural aberration, so you're not even evil. You're a neutral aberration. Adhesive entanglement. Mimic exudes a thick slime that acts as a powerful adhesive, holding fast any creatures. An adhesive-covered mimic entangles any creature that hits it with an attack. Opponents cannot get free while the Mimic is alive without removing the adhesive first. The save DC is strength-based. And you have 75 HP? 75 HP, okay. Right.
Stand down.
Burn it. There's 33. Uljif. Now, are you actually... No, you didn't... I wonder if it's something you have to turn on. But no. What's your AC? Your touch AC is 9. Your AC is... Oh, you're flat-footed as well. Okay, so you're flat-footed, so you haven't got your +1 from your dex. Which means it's... Yeah, which means your AC is actually even... Super duper low.
The light take you.
Mimic dead, yo. Put it on the tongue, it's friendly.
This is my time to shine.
Also, mimics don't hold out. Can be an alchemist. Also, I just realized that Shadow is really weak, so let us... Shadow is actually really low level. Shadow is actually really, really low level. Because Ranger, so we need to maybe get Boon Companion or something. Move from Mimic. Oh, Mimics don't hold loot. They are alive. They don't hold loot. Can I attack you from here? I can attack you from there.
No match for me.
Shadow, can you... You can. Get over there, please. Now you've turned on... Yeah, you're really low level. Right, Chandra. You move over here. And turn off these two. And just blast the Mimic.
Away, rascal.
I didn't take a burn. I'll take it. I didn't take a burn, so I'm not sure why I didn't take a burn, but I didn't take a burn. Go get the Alchemist, because the Alchemist is going to cause me problems in the long run. Nope, rolled a 3 and a 2. You cast Shield, attack of opportunity. Uljif.
Time to share your treasures.
You are today's
Camellia?
sacrifice.
Ember, lower your AC.
You won't stop us.
They'll beg me to stop.
Okay. Double miss on Iomine, and you want us to touch... So... Oh yeah, because we've got the infusion specialization. Yeah. We have infusion specializations. Our infusions are actually... Ooh, can I use... I can get both of them. I can get both of them with this. So... I'll turn on Empowered, I'll turn on Gather Power Low. And we'll hit them both. I failed to overcome your spell resistance. I rolled really low. I needed to roll a 10 to do it. Yomine, please.
The inheritor, guide
You
my
succeed the
blade.
saving throw. Ow? 22 damage to Woljif. Ouch.
Cover me, all right?
There you go. You're now super duper low, right?
Go for their hearts.
Yes, but you missed. Ember.
Surrender or else. Too late for apologies.
Did you just... Wendu, please.
I'll rip you apart.
Oh my god, Wendu, please. Shadow Striker is actually currently entangled as well. Chandra. Again, you're going to try this again because you can hit both of them. There you go. Kills the pair of them. Nice.
How cute.
Right. Everyone move up and get some heals in.
This war must end. I heed the voice of the spirits.
Cure Serious. And you can get a Cure Light out onto Shadow Striker.
Yes.
Good. Ooh, the Mimic. This Mimic had loot. This Mimic had a Light crossbow of Oracle's Misery. Whenever this +2 light crossbow confirms a critical hit, if wielded by an oracle, the target must pass a will saving throw with a pretty decent DC, or suffer the same effect as an oracle's curse game at level 1, without any of its benefits. This effect can be removed with the remove curse spell. Interesting. I wonder if that works with you, because you're a stigmatized witch. You're not an oracle, you're a stigmatized witch, but you have an oracle's curse. The stigmatized witch is a witch that has an oracle's curse. Blackened is an oracle's curse. Yeah, they get the third to bottom line. Instead of regular powers granted by a patron, such a witch gets a curse like an oracle, and can cast her spells spontaneously, like a sorcerer rather than a wizard. And you're technically carrying a light crossbow, so I wonder if you can use the effect of Oracle's Misery. Because if you do, the effect of Blackened is a -4 to your attack rolls, which, to be fair, is what you have right now. And let's be honest, you're holding it. You're holding it. That's all we need right now. You're currently holding it. Right. Anything else to be looted here? There's a loot over there. A fish on a stick. You get fish and you put it on a stick. How do you cook fish on a stick? You get some fish and you put it on a stick. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to be able to go down there. I guess not. Okay, small little area. We've cleared it out. Oh, their mage armors have run out. Oh, hang on. In which case, above setup, mage armor onto you as well. Why is bark skin not allowed? Huh. Weird. Oh, because we want to cast 2 of them and only one of them can get it. I see. Oh, okay. Hang on. Interesting. So, ban from casting, limits casts to 1, can use powerful charge, can use shared transmutation. Shared transmutation is from the brown fur transmuter class, which you haven't got, and I don't know what powerful charge is from. I can you cast the bless, you cast the enlarge person. Okay, interesting. Right, anyway. Right, and the last one is Turbade's. Oh, it's a mod. It's a mod that makes buffing a lot easier. So you can preset your you can preset your buffs before, and you can just press a single button and they all trigger at the same time. So it saves you time from pre-buffing. It's called Bubble Buffs. It's one of 2 mods I've actually got running. I mean, I think I'll rest after Turbade's mention anyway, so I'll show it off after Turbade's residence. I'll show off. You basically, okay, we're in the fight, we want to buff, we use our normal buffs. Ooh. You didn't get buffed. Skipped, applied 2 out of 3. Why didn't you get buffed? You ran out of casts? You should have been... Why didn't you get buffed? I wonder. Show round per level. Yeah, don't show round per level. Those are so short. Those are so short that it's not worth doing. They need to be done mid-combat. I wonder why that didn't trigger.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Foot is restless.
Yes.
I wonder why.
Yes.
Right, anyway.
So exciting.
What are we facing? Some spiders.
They will break against our resolve.
Wendu's the only person who goes slower than them. Charge. You can't charge. Yeah, you can charge. You can't charge, but you can move and you can move and attack.
Into the fray.
And Shadow Striker, you can charge. Well, you haven't got Pounce yet, so. Amber. Honestly, cast Burning Arc, because it's one of the few things actually you can actually hit it. And Woljif, you can't charge that far. Amelia, you can charge that far. Rolled a 1. Needed a 2 to hit, rolled a 1. Lovely. And you turn that off. And
Your time is over.
there you go. Now turn it back on again.
Last forever. With grace.
I forget what level. I think level 7. I think Shadow Striker gets Pounce, which is one of the reasons. Another reason why the Smilodons are so strong. Because Pounce means whenever you charge, you can use all your attacks. Which for the Smilodon is 5 attacks. Ooh, another one. During the game, you'll meet friendly clerics who can heal or resurrect your companions for free. Have you met one of them already? For a fee, not for free. Very different words, that. For a fee is not the same thing as for free.
You offend me. I'm sure they mean us no harm, right?
Dead. Woljif, you can't charge that far because it's blocked, unfortunately. Wendu, you can't move close enough to be able to do that either.
It should work.
You can't charge either.
Flawed?
Shadow Striker, can you charge it? Nope, you can't charge either. You can definitely move up and attack.
Guide my blade.
Ooh, hello, more spiders. Okay. In that case, we will move up, because there are more things for us to deal with here. Woljif. Move over here.
Stand down.
Undo. Move up. Amelia. Shadow Striker, stay back because then you don't want you to get hit. Giant Spider. Missed. He's 20 to hit as well, nice. Yomine.
The light take you.
Dead. And
I'll hit you.
debuff your AC. Oh, you're immune, never mind, I forget that. Woljif.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Away, you rascal.
Anything to pick up? No. We arrive. Right, Terabade residence. This is where Irabeth and Navia live. Entranced fighter. Okay, there's something over there. Let's move over this way. Okay, well, we know where we're going, don't we? I mean, because you're red, there's no talking to you.
They choose to stand against me.
Vermlek, Necrophage, and a couple of entranced fighters. Where's the Vermlek? We don't know. Yomine, get over there, find out where the Vermlek is. Amelia.
I'll cut you wide open.
You haven't got range that far, so move up to here. What? I thought you said move. Curse you.
Now,
Found it. Ember. Can you slumber this guy? Yes, we can. Hello.
No match for me.
Right.
No glory without risk.
The spirits demand your blood.
Let's focus on
Your
you.
time is over.
Okay, needed a 2 to hit, rolled a 1. Again.
Distract them for me.
You're still asleep. Ember. Now, interesting thing I want to find out is,
They'll beg me to stop.
are you immune to all slumbers, or are you immune uniquely? Take a step back. Are you immune? No, you mean they're separate slumbers. It's what last lines. Whether or not the saver is successful, the creature cannot be the target of attacks again for 1 day. It's character specific. So Ember's slumber triggers a different cooldown than Camellia's slumber. That's really good to figure out. Right. So Woljif. Wipe you out. Still asleep. Right. So let's move over here. You, because you haven't moved, can coup de grace. You didn't actually spend your turn. The movement came from the horse. So you can actually move in coup de grace. Coup de grace, not coup de grace. Didn't actually die. Succeeded at the saving throw. Interesting. Charge it then, because it's definitely awake now, but if it gets up again, when it stands up, it'll basically have to. Never mind. It'll basically have to never mind. Some of that. That. Okay. Anything else? Not as far as I can see. Anything back here? Ooh, was that something there? Yes, there was something there. Okay. Let's get inside. It'll be interesting to see what happens when I trigger the short buffs. Entranced fighters again.
Is there trouble? Let me draw the first blood.
Woljif.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Undo.
I'll rip you apart.
Ember. Right, Woljif.
This is my kind of work.
Undo. Ooh, there's a succubus around here. Is that a succubus? Yeah, it was a succubus.
Stand down.
Ember. How much health have you got left? 4. I was wondering if you could get. Oh, there you are. Hi.
You are today's sacrifice.
Into the fray.
Oh, okay. You have quite a high AC. Okay. Noted. You also made armor and shield. That's why your AC is so high. Woljif.
Time to share your treasures.
So what did you cast? So you cast Succubus Energy Drain. Bestows one negative level on Wendu. But basically got a bunch of opportunity attacks which all missed, essentially, because you need 20s to hit. Right. We can hit with a lot easier than this, so...
Away, you rascal!
Right, Ember. Step back and
You won't
lower
stop
your
us.
AC. Which means your AC is now 25, which is a lot easier. Amelia. Kind of want you to step away and bless. Right, you smite evil. Makes it really easier to hit you.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Oljif.
Cover me, all right?
We're on 13s now. Wendu.
They'll beg me to stop.
And Shadow Striker. Do your best. Critical, nice. Succubus. Ooh, Dull Mirror Image hits on you.
Your time is over.
29 damage reduced. Okay, you've got the... You still... Did you succeed the... Hang on, Ember... Saving throw succeeded, so your AC is going to go back up, so yeah, I'll do that again.
Surrender or else.
You need to roll 6 to succeed. Fair enough. Right, you can get back in there now, can't you? Yes, you could. We're gonna give everyone some buffs.
Light, take you.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Wendu.
No match for me.
Oh, that's why your AC was low. Your AC was lower because of the critical hits.
You offend me.
Spell resistance problems.
Too late for apologies.
And keeping your AC as low as possible, really. Right.
Go for their hearts.
10 to hit. Bewildering injury still there. Mage armor and shield. Natural armor +7. Dodge. For your 2 hit is huge.
Into the fray.
I think you've got issues with... Yeah, we're fighting defensively. To be fair, we would be hitting on... You rolled 2. We would be hitting on 9s if you turn that off. Which we should do for you, because you're on a bloody horse. No one's attacking you.
Distract them for me.
I'll rip you apart.
Go Shadow Striker, nice. Yeah, let's turn it off for you, because you're on the horse. No one's actually attacking you anymore. And it's a Cloak of Disguise. Disguise Cloak. +1 Cloak of Resistance that gets +1s to stealth checks. So what's your stealth skill at the moment? Your stealth skill is 17. Who's the next highest? 2? 6. 6. I'm guessing. Yeah, I'll put that on. I'll put that on, and you can take that one. I mean, if you're using medium armor chainmail, might as well use that one because it's better. Gives you better max dex. It was better. Yeah, this is just straight up better. If you're going to be using medium armor, might as well use that. Right, okay, that's cleared out at least. Ooh, a rapier +1. Never mind. You got Finian. Finian's working out.
What do we have here?
What do we have here? We have Irabeth's letter. Anavia, if you're reading this, know that I'm alive and I'm rallying a troop of survivors to rise to the city's defense. We're going to fight our way to the Defender's Heart tavern and set up our command there, and hold the line until help arrives. Or if the goddess wills it, we'll launch attack on the Grey Garrison. I love you, and I trust we'll see each other again in this world. Irabeth. Gold coins, some diamond dust, and another book we've seen before. I think that's everything. Is that everything? That door's not even a door. Okay, so We're gonna rest here because we kind of want to rest, but also I'm gonna, just so we can point out, if I did like this, all the buffs cast at the same time, which is very beneficial. Right. Rest. Rest in the world. So use recommended rest period, that's fine. So protective rituals. Highest protective rituals is Ember. With support from Camellia, that's a plus, that's a 70% success chance. Camouflage, guaranteed. Night Watch, pretty damn good. So you get a +9 to that, you get a +10 to that, +11. Okay, so actually you don't get that much worse if you use you, because you could scribe scrolls, but you don't have a scroll scriber at the moment, so no, you can use that. And then because you cut... Why are you so bad at this? Have you not got Knowledge World? Have you not got Knowledge World? I guess you don't have Knowledge World. So what are the foods we have then? We got hearty meal, spicy pastry, which is Woljif's favorite dish for speed bonus, seasoned wings and thighs, which requires edible moss, a tainted fowl, mix of spices, and some purifying solution to remove the corruption. Onion soup is Nenio's favorite dish. I do like French onion soup though. Very nice. You just swap the spices for an onion. And fish on a stick is Rhaegal's favorite dish. We haven't met Rhaegal yet. Eating on a fish stick extends the time you can go without a rest before becoming fatigued for 4 hours. Lasts for 1 day. Hearty meal. Let's get the skill check bonus. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's everybody. Begin rest.
You have the blood of a demon in you. A powerful demon, too, since you're skilled in magic. You can share some of your power with me. I will get the demon seed, and you'll get a good time.
The demon what? When?
You're all right, love. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm actually celibate, me. Took a vow of chastity. I'd show you my chastity belt, but, well, wouldn't want to tempt you.
Ah, Wendu. Wendu the legend. Ah, Wendu. It's like, you got a demon, right? You got demon by knocked up? Knock me up. I'll have the demon see. It's like, Wendu, chill, I'm right here. Right, pre-buff? Okay, now you actually did it correctly and pre-buffed me as well. Good.
How cute!
Wendu thirsty, yo! Damn! Right, let us head back, I think. Pretty certain we got everything we need. We've pretty much done everything. Common Cause requires us to go gather allies. I think we've gathered all the allies we can get. I don't think there's anything else. Discuss the Grey Garrison plan and tell Erebeth about the victory at the Tower of Estrad. Yeah, gotta go do that. Windu gonna tap that. Well, Windu is might sexual, I guess, is way to put it, I suppose. Strength sexual. She's attracted to power. No matter who the power is. Woljif, you failed a stealth check. Tisk tisk, Woljif, tisk tisk. You rolled low because your stealth is so high. You must have rolled a really bad number. You have at least a 5% chance of failing.
You can handle them, right?
Oh, what did you actually roll? What did you just check? You rolled a 4. Iron Bull is yes. Kind of. Ooh, a Babao and a... Shit, a succubus. Crap. Welp. Sorry, it's not sheer. It's not a Babao. It's a sheer. Let's start with the sheer, frankly, because let's lower the action economy of the enemy. Take a step back, and
Stand down.
Did I roll badly, or is this? I need to get a point. I need to get 1 point of burn so I can start getting bonuses. Okay, you're gonna delay until after some important people's gonna go because damn. Woljif. So you're gonna do that. And then you're gonna stand over there. You're gonna have to tank that on your armor. You're gonna cast the bless and move over here. Good. Sela. We're gonna cast Challenge Evil. Interesting. So you can cast Challenge Evil. Fails to overcome spell resistance. Never mind. Never you mind. You're not even riding at the moment. Damn, I gotta put you back on the horse. Now you can have a turn, kind of.
The world's in crimson.
Oh damn! You tried to charge somebody, but Chameleon's like fucking nope. Chameleon's just like fucking you're not having that. Not today.
You.
Okay, now we start focusing on
They'll beg me
the
to
succubus.
stop.
Why? Oh, because you haven't cast your spells. You haven't spent a turn casting mage armor and shield, so your AC is like way lower than it should be.
Away, you rascal.
Again, I forget to turn on my burn buffs. We'll just
Time to
please.
share your treasures.
I'll cut you wide open.
There goes all the mirror images, but it worked.
The inheritor.
You don't have spell
Guide
resistance
my
versus smite evil.
blade.
Yomine. It's Yomine's turn. Yomine gets a bite in.
You won't stop us.
Keep that AC low, please.
No match for me.
Right,
Rely
you
on me.
get on there. Actually, it's a
I
good
will help
point.
where I can.
You're never gonna spec into spell resistance anyway, so it's not worth it for you. Honestly, take Veil of Heaven because I'm actually interested in that spell. It's good versus demons, so I'm actually interested to see what that does for you. And take Divine Favor as well. Right. Okay. So got everything? Yeah, we did. Good.
So exciting.
Succubus doesn't actually have anything lootable. So we'll go back and chat to Irabeth. And I think that'll be the end of the stream. And then tomorrow's stream, we'll do the attack on the Grey Garrison. I think there's something left after that. Yeah, so we'll go to Irabeth, finish doing all the chatting with Irabeth, prepare up, and then we'll go to the Grey Garrison tomorrow. And hopefully 4 hours is enough time to clear the Grey Garrison. Some spiders.
The world is full of wonder.
So we're going to turn off this briefly because I want to get 1 point of burn in at least.
Save the last one for me.
Because a 1 point of burn by itself adds 1 point of adds two points to my attack roll and adds 6 to my damage. Hell yeah. It is worth putting a single point, getting even a single point of burn is worth it. Amelia, what do you got there? Some giant centipede. Some friggin' giant centipedes.
No glory without risk.
Blow that one up. Woljif. Move up. Ember, move up. Wendu, move up. Never mind.
The light must take you.
Yes, because Yomine kills the giant centipede, so Sela gets to attack the spider instead. Ah! Riding pets are so good.
With grace.
Who else gets a pet in my party? I think, given the build I'm going to use, Daeron's going to get a pet as well. I think Daeron's going to get a pet, and a couple of other characters get pets. Sadly, main character... Oh, no, yep. Spoilers. I won't say anything more, because it is spoilers. People who know will know. I've not done it before, but I'm looking forward to doing it. I'm trying to keep myself spoiler free as well. Moving more spiders. All the spiders, all the time, everywhere.
Adventures are exciting.
I'll cheer you on from over there.
That was the second point of burn, which adds nothing to the thing, so I should have not done that. Window doesn't need charge. At all, ever, really.
They'll beg me to
Oh, there's a shear over there that's nice to know. Camellia. Charge the spider. Well, Jeff, can you charge? You can't quite charge the shear. You have crazy movement speed, though. What is your movement speed, by the way? It feels a lot bigger than 30, I'll be honest with you. I guess because a lot of people are running 20. A lot of people are running 20, so it just feels like it should be less.
Or else.
Okay, and you're immune to the damn thing. Keep forgetting. Work on the shear, please. Stop hitting Shadow Striker, goddammit.
The spirits demand your blood. You are today's sacrifice. You offend me.
You need 5s to do that.
Cover me, all right?
Good.
Too late for apologies.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Okay. Move over here.
We'll make things right.
Yes.
Good. I want to go and see about... Actually, I don't think... No, Sela's been attacked a couple of times. Sela hasn't been hit yet. Well, Yomine hasn't been hit yet. Right next to the Defender's Heart. Woljif, really? Okay, then.
The heartbeat quickens.
A couple of shears. Ahead, in front and behind.
The light take you.
Hold a one.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Chant.
Stand down.
There you go. There you go. That'll do. Well, I'm not sure why they seem to be surprised on their own attack, because considering that they ambushed us, but they got surprised? That was weird. Right. Enter here. Sell what needs selling. I want to see if I can find barding in the shop. That was what I was looking for. I was looking for barding. Because Yomine can use light barding. So see if you can find any barding for Yomine. They were surprised they ever succeeded. Hey, Elzen. Yeah, pretty much.
This is my time to shine.
Yeah, show me your wares. Sell the crap you don't need. 3,000 worth of crap. Nice. And the rapier +1 probably isn't required, but have it there nonetheless. Do you have barding? No, you've got no barding. No barding from you. Okay, at all. Fair enough. Nothing else to be dropped off here, so just sell the stuff. What was the thing you got here? We got that was... It was bonus on saving throw versus fear effects. That is bonus versus saving throws against fire effects. That is bonus on saving throws against movement impairing effects. That is bonus to competence, persuasion. That is bonus to damage rolls against swarms. He has a Bardiche. Surely that will suffice. A Bardiche will do all the things. Alright, let's go do all the chatting then. Managed to aggregate 4 burn? Really? I was casting without gather power. Yeah, that does tend to happen. It's mainly the empower that's causing me to have burn because I've got infusion specialization. It's not actually marked on the. It's not actually marked on the. On here, unfortunately. But every few levels you get infusions. I get infusion specialization. Which is, where is it? Where's infusion specialization? Traits? No. Skills? Not feats. It's not marked anywhere, which is weird. But yeah, infusion specialization. At 5th level, 8th, 11th, 14th, 17th, and 20th, I reduce the cost of my infusions by 1. Which means that the Fire Blast costs 0 by itself, but the extended range costs 1. But because I'm at level 5, that goes by down. So I can actually extended range for free. It's what's costing me burn is empowered, which is so useful. So I'm going to use that. Use the gather power low to keep it there. Right. Yomane is here. Yomane and Shadow Striker are just in the corner. Oh, bless them. Right, let's go talk to Irabeth. I thank you for saving the esteemed stitches of Canabris, even though not all of them deserve to be saved. May Yomade forgive my words. Irabeth casts a meaningful look at Count Arunde, sitting at a nearby table. I don't really mean that, of course. I just never fail to be astounded by the way the good people seem to perish, while the not-so-good prove to be incredibly, amazingly enduring. Even so, the Count did offer me his aid. He can't be all that bad. Yes, that's not like him at all. Joining the Crusades is a tradition among Mendavian nobles, but Dayron Arunde was never too keen on fighting demons. The Count has a certain reputation in Mendev. He's not a pleasant individual by any means, but he's not known for any particular villainy either. The Count enjoys life of leisure, surrounded by a gaggle of sycophants, who are always eager to badmouth the Queen at his command. He likes settling scores, too. There was a hero of the First Crusades, Sir Land, a kind and honest man. After the end of his glorious career as a soldier, he became a wise mentor to the younger generation. He ran afoul of the Count somehow, perhaps by lecturing him about his idle lifestyle and a lack of purpose. When Sir Lant died, the Count managed to buy a portion of his estate and ordered the knight's helmet to be reforged into a chamber pot. And of course, he didn't keep his little joke private. The Queen was particularly affronted by it, because Sir Lant used to be her most loyal comrade-at-arms. I was there receiving an assignment from Her Majesty and witnessed the exact moment she found out about the helmet's fate. It's a small thing, but I could see the Queen's anguish at the travesty that had been made out of her friend's legacy. That's what our Count is like as a person. And, as for his talents for survival, do you know the story of Heaven's Edge? He was the only member of his family to escape with his life when the demons unleashed a magical plague at the Arunde estate. Could you tell me more about the events at Heaven's Edge? I don't know all the details. It happened a while ago, back when I was a mercenary and had nothing to do with Canabris. I only know that there was a grand feast in honor of Dayron's birthday, and all his relatives were invited along with a few other distinguished guests. Everyone died from a mysterious disease someone had unleashed on the estate, including the servants, the guards, and a number of clerics and paladins. But the young Count survived. Because of his healing ability, I suppose. Dayron does possess an unusually brilliant talent, even if the application of his skills leaves much to be desired. See, Eclectic Fruit? Why is he trying to provoke the Queen? Who knows? It could be some family matter. The Count is Her Majesty's cousin twice removed or something like that. But I think he simply enjoys just infuriating people. Crusaders and Yomade servants, especially. Thank you for telling me all this. My pleasure. I'm sorry you had to endure my grumbling. Watching these things happen to my city has put me in a foul mood. The Tower of Estrod has been cleared of demons. Great. The places where the demons have gathered need to be cleared one by one. Then they won't be able to stab us in the back when we take on the Grey Garrison. Thank you for your service. What is our strategy for the attack on the Grey Garrison? I shall lead the rest of my forces in a frontal assault. This will distract the enemy enough to let you use a secret passage and reach the Wardstone. Destroy it before the demons turn Iomede's gift into a weapon of the abyss. Most of the allies you found will join my forces, but you can expect a certain amount of support from them. The problem with the Desnans is that you can never know what to expect from those daydreamers. Their honorable prior, Ramian, claims he has a vision in which his goddess was putting demons to sleep. I'd like to hope it wasn't merely a dream. In these dark days, the most unlikely allies join forces to fight the common foe. All tieflings are treated with prejudice in Canabris, let alone the smugglers and the thieves of their kind. And yet, they are on our side, and I'll make sure their contribution is not forgotten after the victory. They'll be of little use in open combat, but they'll help you spot secret doors and warn you about traps. And that is pretty much that, I think. I'm going to save real fast. And rest real quick as well. Hearty meal? No, not hearty meal. Hearty meal is Dayron with someone supporting, I'm assuming. You supporting. And scroll scribing, Nenio with give me a spell scroll of stall for a couple of minutes. Yeah, no worries. We can do some chatty stuff. Right, give me a scroll of mage armor, why not? It'll last 5 hours at caster level 5, so not a bad call. And hearty meal is fine. There's no pushing there. Do this real fast. People lovingly built a house of cards, but now it's collapsed and scattered, and all traces of the loving hand that built it are gone. Same old, same old. I know how these crusade things go. We walloped the demons and their tiefling minions here before, and now we've done it again. See? Boring. Ah. That was a good crack. Damn. Right. I'm fairly certain we've solved everything that needs to be solved before the attack on the Grey Garrison. I don't think there's anything missing. Hey, Insolent Fool! You got me at an interesting time because I'm about to stop. I'm also going to drop the books. The books I don't need. I'm going to dump it down here as well because otherwise, just fill the inventory of crap I don't actually require. That's a book I don't need. If it's got a symbol around it, I'll keep it, but I don't think it's actually useful. I might keep that. Maybe Anevia says something if you show it to her. Where's Anevia? Anevia is over... Where's Anevia? Anevia's over there. Let's have a chat with you maybe as well. Nope, nothing. Right, anything? Oh, do you... I don't think you got any of this stuff. Let's double check. I don't think you got barding either. Rings of Protection, Amulet of Armor, let her extend meta magic, which lets spells last twice as long as normal. Braces of the Wizard, a +2 bonus to their armor, and a +3 bonus on knowledge arcana checks. Possibly Nenio. Guardian of Life is the Death Ward spell and AC versus undead creatures, and maxes out healing done on anyone who's got less than 0 HP. The Scroll Scribers kits and the Alchemist kits as well. You can do those at some point. Other than that, some more scrolls down here. And there's a bunch of stuff I sold. But yeah, I think we're done for the day. Between today and tomorrow, I think I'll probably check if there's anything missing. I don't think there is. If we just check like the thing, all we've got left is gather allies, which I'm fairly certain we've gathered everything we can have a look at, and just attack the Grey Garrison. So that'll be tomorrow. Other quests we have are wait for the liberation of Canabris, wait for Keles's schemes to be revealed, find something else that belonged to Durendalev, visit the Nameless Ruins with Nenio, visit the abandoned Houndheart's camp with Sela, 5 magic essences to revive a gold buckle, and some notes for the storyteller, which are in the Grey Garrison, which apparently does not need to be completed this chapter. Interesting. What's the encyclopedia? Common terms, character creation, combat rules, magic tutorial, crusade tutorial. Nah, all that stuff comes afterwards. All that stuff comes afterwards. So we'll just drop an actual save, and we'll see if Beric is live. But yeah, thank you for hopping by today. You got a nice group of people here, and like I am very much enjoying the Pathfinder. I will be back tomorrow with more Pathfinder. We start at 7:30, so we start an hour earlier than the usual start times. And Monday is Halloween. Monday is Halloween. We're going to be doing a special stream for Halloween. Instead of doing Plate Up, me, Beric, Rin, and Kenny are all going to be playing GTFO. So we're starting that an hour earlier as well. So we'll start that at 7:30 UK time. And also on Sunday, my clocks change. So keep an eye on my Discord for announcements about time and stuff. I want to see if I can. I must remember to talk to one of the mods from the Star Sector server and see if I can find a way to make put my times in automatic time zone adjustments, because that would be very helpful, I think. There's a way of doing that, but I'm not sure if there's a bot or something. Is that just built into Discord? Haven't played it recently. No, I think it's still in early access. But we're playing part of that at least. I think it's rundown 7 now. I haven't played it. I played one mission with bots just to see what it was like. So we're going to be having fun. I think I played one mission with bots. I think Beric's done one mission, or at least a bit of a mission with Minnie, and Kenny and Rin have both done the tutorial. So most of us are going to be going in there blind, but I haven't ever done anything before. So it'll be nice to have that done. So that'll be Monday. I don't think I'm around Wednesday next week. So there's no Gloomhaven on Wednesday next week. You're aware of my mini mission, right? I think Minnie tweeted about it. Minnie did a tweet saying that she did some GDFO with you. Because she's very, very, very comprehensive with her tweets in a way that I should probably be as well. I didn't see you. I didn't watch the mission. I just clicked through and I saw it was you, Minnie, and 2 bots. So, no, I don't mind. We were killed by me getting snapped. Getting snapped? What is getting snapped? Oh. I'm just waiting to see if when Beric goes live. When Beric goes live, we'll go raid. I'll explain this in a couple of minutes. Okay, so let me know when you're live and I'll raid into you. So yeah, so next week will be GTFO Monday, nothing on Wednesday, and then Pathfinder Friday, Saturday again. And then Thursday, yes, Thursday next week is the next round of the Star Sector tournament. I knew I was forgetting something. Thursday next week is round 2 of the Star Sector tournament, which was really fun. If you missed it on this Thursday, it was very fun. It was very short. I mean, the stream was about maybe an hour and a half, and that was just because we spent a lot of time talking. It's only like 4 fights back to back. So very short stream, very nice stream, very nice to dip my toes back in the community and enjoy some really good fights. I mean, the last fight we had yesterday was really good. It was Scalar Tech versus High Tech Vanilla, and that was a really, really good fight. That came down to the wires, clutch moments, and like a total reversal. I recommend it. I'm going to be putting it up on YouTube. I was meant to do it today, but I kind of forgot, so I'm going to put it up on YouTube tomorrow. But yeah. So tomorrow should be 4 hours. 4 hours of attempting to attack the Grey Garrison, which hopefully should be enough, because the Grey Garrison is the end of Act 1. So that'll be the end of Act 1, which will be very, very good. And it's a start to the rest of like, the game, where like the crusade comes into it after that. Is that a Beric saying that they're live? Is that a you claiming liveness there, Beric? Doesn't turn up on my thing yet, but you've pinged, so I'm assuming I'll take that as a yes. I literally just said you're live. Good, cool. We'll catch you all tomorrow. We're gonna go raid Beric, and Beric's gonna be playing some Vampire Survivors, I take it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Hydrate. I need to hydrate because Pathfinder is a lot of reading, a lot of talking. I mean, the reading's a lot, but I don't feel like I talk more than usual. But yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye, folks.